Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Report acknowledged. Yes, sir. Vehicle report. Vehicle acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Naval unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Reinforcements
Yes, sir.
arrived.
Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Mission saved.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Vehicle report. Awaiting vehicle report. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Comrade, acknowledge. 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 Affirmative.
Vehicle report.
Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. No problem. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting.
Waiting order.
Awaiting orders.
Acknowledge.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. No problem.
Yes, sir.
Naval unit lost.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting.
Mission saved.
Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awaiting order. Vehicle report. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Reporting.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Vehicle report.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting acknowledge. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. No problem. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Affirmative.
No problem. Acknowledge. Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Mission saved.
Waiting order. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order.
Vehicle report.
No problem. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting.
Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Waiting
Naval
order.
unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Reporting.
Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle report. Vehicle report. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Vehicle report. Acknowledge. Reporting. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Awaiting orders. Report. Reporting. Acknowledge. Vehicle report. Awaiting order. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Mission clear.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Awaiting
Affirmative.
orders. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Vehicle report. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Vehicle report.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Comrade. Affirmative. Comrade. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Yes,
Naval
sir.
unit lost. Mission failed.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Vehicle report. Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Report. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative. Report. Vehicle report. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Comrade. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Vehicle affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Reporting. Affirmative.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Comrade. Affirmative. Yes,
Vehicle
sir.
report. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting
Yes,
orders.
sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Report. Awaiting orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Vehicle report. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Report. Vehicle waiting orders. Waiting orders.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
order. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Affirmative.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Comrade. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Comrade. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Naval
sir.
unit lost. Mission failed.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Yes,
Acknowledged.
sir.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Vehicle report.
Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Mission saved.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Naval unit
Affirmative.
lost.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Awaiting
Acknowledged.
orders. Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting.
Comrade. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. 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 Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle
Affirmative.
reporting.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Mission saved.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Vehicle report, sir.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle report.
Affirmative.
Reporting.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Reporting.
Affirmative.
Awaiting
Affirmative.
orders.
Mission saved.
Vehicle reporting.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting
Affirmative.
orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Mission
Yes,
closed.
sir. Yes, sir.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Vehicle report.
Affirmative.
Reporting.
Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle report. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Yes, affirmative.
Mission saved.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged.
Naval unit lost.
Awaiting orders. Report. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Mission closed.
Awaiting orders.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Acknowledged.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Awaiting
Acknowledged.
orders. Vehicle report. Vehicle report. Awaiting orders, sir.
Naval unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Mission
Awaiting
closed.
orders.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Comrade. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Naval unit lost.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Vehicle report. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Reporting. Acknowledge. Yes, sir.
Mission saved.
Acknowledge.
Yes,
Reporting.
sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. 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 Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Naval
Affirmative.
unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Comrade. Waiting order.
Vehicle acknowledge.
Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Comrade. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Yes,
Acknowledged.
sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Mission closed.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Naval
Acknowledge.
unit lost. Mission closed.
Acknowledge. 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 Acknowledge.
Naval unit lost.
Reporting.
Mission closed.
Yes, affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Reporting. Acknowledged. Waiting order. Waiting order. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Reporting. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Naval
Acknowledge.
unit
Report.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Naval unit lost.
Reporting.
Mission closed.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle
Naval
reporting.
unit lost. Mission closed.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Waiting affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative.
Naval
Acknowledge.
unit lost. Mission closed.
Affirmative.
Waiting order. Waiting order. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. 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 Yes, affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Comrade. Comrade. Affirmative.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Waiting order. Waiting order. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Vehicle report. Yes, sir.
Acknowledge.
Yes, awaiting orders.
Acknowledge.
Awaiting orders.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. 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 Affirmative. Acknowledge. Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting.
Affirmative.
sir.
Acknowledge.
Yes, sir.
Mission saved.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Naval
Affirmative.
unit
Affirmative.
lost. Mission closed.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir.
Comrade. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission failed.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Affirmative. Yes,
Naval
sir.
unit lost. Mission failed.
Comrade. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Comrade. Affirmative. Comrade. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Naval
Perfect.
unit lost. Mission failed.
Reporting.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Waiting affirmative.
Mission failed.
Reporting.
Acknowledged.
Awaiting
Acknowledged.
orders.
Yes, sir. Waiting orders.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Vehicle
Yes, sir.
reporting.
Affirmative.
Naval unit
Acknowledged. Yes,
lost.
sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Mission failed.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders.
Affirmative.
Naval unit
Comrade.
lost.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting
Yes,
orders.
sir.
Naval
Acknowledged.
unit lost. Mission failed.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Affirmative. Waiting
Yes, sir.
order.
Vehicle
Acknowledged.
reporting.
Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Mission failed.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders.
Affirmative. No problem. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Vehicle report.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Waiting.
Waiting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Naval unit lost. Mission failed.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Awaiting
Yes, sir.
orders.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Mission
Yes, sir.
failed.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Waiting acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Naval unit lost.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. Acknowledge. Affirmative. No problem.
Mission failed.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Comrade. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Awaiting
Comrade.
orders. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. 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 Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Mission saved. Mission loaded.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting.
Acknowledged.
Mission saved.
Reporting.
Acknowledged.
Naval unit lost. Mission
sir.
loaded.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Awaiting
Naval
orders.
unit lost. Mission
Reporting.
loaded.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Naval unit lost. Mission
Reporting.
loaded.
Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Naval
Acknowledged.
unit lost. Naval unit lost. Mission failed. Mission loaded.
Waiting order.
Naval unit lost. Mission
Yes, sir.
loaded.
Acknowledge.
Vehicle reporting.
Affirmative.
Reporting.
Acknowledged.
Mission
Yes, sir.
loaded.
Affirmative.
Naval unit lost. Mission
Reporting.
loaded.
Comrade? Yes, sir.
Naval
Affirmative.
unit lost. Mission
sir.
loaded.
Affirmative. Waiting order. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Naval unit lost. Mission loaded.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Naval
Affirmative.
unit lost. Mission loaded.
Reporting.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Acknowledge.
sir.
Affirmative.
Waiting order. Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Vehicle
Acknowledged.
reporting.
Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting.
Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Waiting order. Affirmative. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Mission
Reporting.
loaded.
Waiting orders.
Acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative.
Reporting.
Acknowledged.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Waiting order. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting.
Mission saved.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Waiting
Naval
order.
unit
Yes, sir.
lost. Naval unit lost. Mission loaded.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative. Comrade. Waiting order. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting.
Naval unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative.
Naval unit lost. Naval unit lost. Mission loaded.
Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Mission saved. Mission
Yes, sir.
loaded.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Waiting order. Waiting order. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Waiting order.
Naval
Acknowledged.
unit lost.
Waiting order. Affirmative. Report, comrade. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Comrade. Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Comrade.
Naval unit lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Mission
Affirmative.
accomplished.
Yes, affirmative.
Construction
Reporting.
officer.
Agreed.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Construction complete. Construction options. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledge. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Awaiting orders. Acknowledge. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Mission saved. Mission loaded.
Vehicle report. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Ready and waiting. Agree. Yes, sir.
At once.
Acknowledge.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Construction options. Building.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Very well.
Construction complete. Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Awaiting
Agreed,
orders.
sir. Very well.
Awaiting
Agreed,
orders.
sir. Agreed.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete. Building.
Awaiting
Insufficient
orders.
funds.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Very well. Yes,
Construction
sir. At once.
complete. Construction options. Training.
Vehicle reporting.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Awaiting acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Training.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting
At
orders.
once.
Training. Building. Mission saved. Mission
Yes, sir.
loaded. Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. At once.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Reporting.
Awaiting orders. Reporting.
Yes, sir.
Report. Affirm. Waiting. Yes, sir. Affirm. Report. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirm. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Training. Building. Insufficient funds. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Mission saved. Mission loaded. Building. Training.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Reporting.
Unit ready. Training. Construction complete. Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Agreed. Very well. Reporting.
Training.
Reporting.
Awaiting orders.
Awaiting
Construction
orders.
complete. Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Very well.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Orders.
Yes, sir.
Of course.
Yes, sir. Awaiting order.
Very well.
Awaiting
At
order.
once.
Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Of
lost.
course. Affirm. Waiting orders. Yes, sir.
Cannot deploy unit. Construction options. Building. Our
Yes,
base
sir.
is
Yes,
under
sir.
attack.
At once. Yes, sir. Yes, report. Yes, sir.
Building.
Reporting. At once. Waiting orders.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Yes, sir. Reporting.
Construction
Affirmative.
complete.
Yes, sir.
Cannot
Yes, sir.
deploy unit.
Awaiting orders. Yes,
Construction
sir.
options. Building.
Affirmative.
Naval
Affirmative.
unit lost. Mission loaded. Building.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Training. Unit ready. Construction complete. New construction options. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Building.
Awaiting orders.
Unit
Yes, sir.
ready.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Vehicle acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged,
Construction
sir.
complete.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Training. Training. Construction
Waiting orders.
complete.
Very well.
Training.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Awaiting yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Mission saved. Mission loaded.
Acknowledged.
Our base is under
Vehicle
attack.
acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Reporting. Very well. Ready and waiting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit prepared.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Insufficient funds. Construction complete. Construction options. Building.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Repairing.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Yes, sir.
prepared.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Vehicle report.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting. Reporting.
Waiting order.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Reporting. Vehicle
Affirmative.
reporting.
Acknowledged. Waiting orders.
Awaiting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Awaiting orders.
Building.
Awaiting
Unit
orders.
ready. Building. Building.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Ready and waiting.
Insufficient funds.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Reporting. Vehicle reporting. Affirmative. Reporting.
Unit ready. Construction complete.
Vehicle reporting. Affirmative.
Construction options. Building. Cancelled.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Vehicle reporting. Sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Awaiting orders. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building. Mission saved. Mission
Yes, sir.
loaded.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Awaiting orders.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Awaiting orders.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Waiting order.
Affirmative. Awaiting orders.
Unit
Awaiting
ready.
orders. Acknowledged. Reporting. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Our base is under attack.
orders.
Waiting order. Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Waiting. Reporting.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Waiting orders.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting.
Acknowledged.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Vehicle reporting.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir. Vehicle reporting. Report acknowledged. Vehicle reporting.
Acknowledged.
Vehicle reporting.
Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Mission saved. Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Waiting order.
Acknowledged. Awaiting orders. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Naval unit
Yes, sir.
lost.
Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Naval unit lost.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Vehicle affirmative. Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Comrade.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Comrade. Affirmative.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Vehicle reporting.
Building. Building.
Affirmative.
Unit prepared.
Waiting order.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Waiting order. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Awaiting acknowledged.
Unit ready. Naval
Waiting
unit
order.
lost.
Acknowledged.
Unit
Vehicle
ready.
reporting.
Naval
Waiting
unit
order.
lost.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Ready and waiting.
Our base is
Yes,
under
sir.
attack.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Very well.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Comrade.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Awaiting
Affirmative.
orders.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Repaired.
sir.
Reporting.
Unit lost.
Reporting.
Unit repaired. Unit
Reporting.
ready.
Acknowledged.
Awaiting orders.
Affirmative.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Reporting. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Unit
Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Waiting order. Waiting.
Acknowledged.
Reporting. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Acknowledged.
Comrade. Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
ready.
Awaiting orders.
Affirmative.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Mission saved.
Comrade.
Acknowledged.
Reporting.
Acknowledged. Report acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Comrade.
Acknowledged.
Reporting. Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Waiting.
Acknowledged.
Comrade.
Affirmative.
Reporting.
Affirmative.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Building. Building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir. Waiting order.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Reporting.
Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir.
Acknowledged.
Comrade.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Affirmative.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Comrade.
Building.
Comrade.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Waiting order. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Awaiting order.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Our base
Yes,
is
sir.
under attack.
Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Mission saved.
Yes, sir.